Jack's arrest made the front page. He's being charged with disorderly conduct, assault, resisting arrest, oh, not to mention possession. If the judge sees that, he's not even going to be able to give visitation rights.
I mean, Carly was willing to share custody, but Jax refused. I mean, he turned this into a fight it didn't have to be.
Yeah, I understand that. And I know Sonny said that he would do anything he had to for Carly to protect Jocelyn, but I think he might have took it a little too far, Jason. Come on, discrediting Jax is one thing, but planting drugs...
Jax was willing to do whatever it took to get his way. So was Sonny.
It was a...
It's just that the worst part about all this is now there's an innocent child stuck in the middle. Jocelyn's gonna have to grow up having to choose between her parents, and I don't see how that's fair.
Yeah, it's not fair. That's why Carly wanted joint custody.
Okay, well then I just wish Jack could have found a way to compromise before things got out of hand. Not that that would have mattered to Sonny.
Yeah, but Sonny took a risk by even getting involved. This could ruin his marriage to Brenda.
Wait a minute, you think Brenda would leave Sonny over this?
Listen, I think that Brenda still cares about Jackson. Once she finds out that Sonny framed him, especially to help Carly, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, well, I don't like it either, Jason. We both know that when Sonny sets his mind to something, there's no point in trying to change it. He doesn't stop until he gets what he wants.
Okay, but Sonny didn't get to where he is without being ruthless. He just doesn't want Brenda or the kids to see that side of him.
Yeah, well, that is hard not to when Jax is being brought up on drug charges right before the judge rules on Jocelyn's custody.
Blame Jax for wanting to protect Jocelyn, but he took it too far when he brought Michael and Morgan into the whole thing. He wanted to use their testimony against Carly. He implied that Michael's too dangerous to be left alone with Jocelyn.
Yes, I know. Okay, and agreed. Jax knew there was going to be a fallout, but I don't think he had any idea how hard Sonny was going to hit back.
And neither did Carly. And I know that she wants to keep Jocelyn, but I don't think she's going to be okay with this.
Hold on! Hey.
Hey.
Hi. What are you doing here? I thought you were grounded.
Well, I'm allowed out of the house, but I lost my computer privileges indefinitely.
Okay, well, I'd say you got off pretty easy.
Well, I know helping Morgan was wrong, but the goal was still right. If Carly and Jax get back together, they can forget all about this whole custody battle, and Jocelyn can live with both of her parents.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, Molly.
Well, definitely not now. I saw Jax's picture in the paper. Did Uncle Sonny set him up so that Carly would win custody?
Look, there has... I really think I can answer that.
Why? Because you don't want to incriminate yourself or Uncle Sonny?
No, because Jason didn't have anything to do with what happened in Jax's suite.
But Uncle Sonny did. Well, it's a logical assumption. I mean, Jax was threatening to take Jocelyn away from Carly, so of course she would turn to Uncle Sonny for help. He's a gangster. He has the means, the motive, and the opportunity to make Jax look like a bad person.
Jax is not a bad person.
Well, I know, but if the judge thinks he is, then Carly would get custody. That was the plan, right?
Well, you know, Carly, Jax, and myself, and even Sonny, we want what's best for Jocelyn. But sometimes you get so caught up in what you think is right, you actually lose sight of what's really important.
That Jocelyn needs both of her parents.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And Jax and Carly should have found a way to compromise.
But they didn't, and now they hate each other.
It's complicated, Molly. Breakups can be really very painful, and Jax and Carly are both hurt and angry, and they just happen to unfortunately be taking it out in this custody fight.
It's just proof that love is a lie.
Really, what about all those great love stories you've read about? Romeo and Juliet, Lancelot and Guinevere.
Paris and Helen, Odysseus and Penelope, Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Wait a minute, what are you saying? Do you think none of those people loved each other?
Well, love is like unicorns or dragons or wizards. It's wonderful to read about and imagine, but it doesn't happen. At least not in reality. I mean, look at Mom. She's been married. Probably thought she was in love at the time, but it didn't last. None of her relationships have. I just assumed that it was because Mom was picking the wrong guys. But they weren't the problem. Love is. If it was real, it would last.
It does for some people.
Well, it didn't for Jax and Carly. It probably won't for Uncle Sonny and Aunt Brenda after she reads about Jax's arrest, which is such a shame because their wedding was so romantic.
Molly, you know, things don't always work out the way we want. You know, people do make mistakes. That doesn't mean that they weren't in love. I mean, it does exist. And you'll know it when you find it.
Yes, you and Sam are proof that love does last. At least it has so far. Though I probably just jinxed it by saying that.
No, don't say that. Relationships end for tons of reasons. People make mistakes, they grow apart. Sometimes they even realize that they weren't even meant to be together in the first place. But I've never heard of a relationship ending because a little sister put a jinx on it.
Well, you know what I mean.
Listen, Molly, love doesn't always happen the way you read about it in books. I mean, take Jason and I. We had our problems, and we thought we were over. But we were wrong. And if we had given up on love, we wouldn't be together right now.
I always thought love was something magical. Something that could overcome any obstacle. And yours has. I mean, when you look at all of the ways that your love has been tested and the fact that you've made it through stronger than ever is pretty remarkable.
Yes, it is.
But what if someone never finds love at all?
I think the biggest mistake people make is searching, when they should just let love happen. And it will, Molly. And you are way too young to even think about that right now. You will fall in love someday. And when that happens, it is going to be better than anything you have ever imagined. Even unicorns.
So, do you work tonight?
Well, I don't know. Things are pretty slow at the office. Do you know our biggest case right now is the bakery stakeout that Spinelli's on? But the good news is,
What?
he has no idea that this is a diversion that you put him on to keep him out of trouble. The bad news is I have to take on some extra cases to offset the costs. Do you know he spent all of our petty cash in cupcakes, Jason?
How much?
$400.
$400 on
yes,
cupcakes?
and it's only been a couple days.
Okay.
Can you imagine if this goes on for weeks?
Okay, I'll deal with Spinelli.
Okay.
So, do you have plans tonight? Or not?
No. Why?
Why? I just want to take you to dinner.
You do? I mean, you never want to go out.
Well, tonight I do.
Okay. Well, where do you want to go?
Some place, private. Maybe a picnic on the roof of that building Sonny and I own. The one with the great water views.
Do you want to have a picnic on the roof with me? What are you up to?